What is up, guys? Sub-Zero here, and for a little while now, as most of you probably don't know, me and a couple of friends of mine have been working on a custom ban list for this format and maybe even formats past this one, because we aren't happy with the current format. There's not much to say about that. Like, things like having Six Sense unbanned, and Dragon Rulers completely dominating the competitive scene 2 formats in a row is just, I don't know. I'm not really alright with that. And there are still decks topping. It's better than the last format where Rulers was god tier, but it's still really, really powerful, and it makes it hard to play other decks, really, because you can just pick up Dragon Rulers, and the deck is so strong that the other decks don't really have a chance. And, the reason that the game is like this is because of a couple of factors, mostly being, Konami is a company that's mainly driven by profit. They want to make money. They didn't unban Six Sense because they thought, oh, this will be good for the game because it will encourage a faster format based on explosive play. No, they unbanned it because they wanted to make money off Joey's World. So, that's that. And also the fact that, we're moving towards what I'd like to see with, formats that don't last very long, faster formats that are more based around balance, so if something is unbalanced, it can be fixed as soon as possible. But I feel we could make a ban list and fix it even faster than that. Monthly, is the way I'd like to see it. And, if a list is going well, just keep it, don't change it or give it a few minor tweaks. But if there's something bad, like this format is bad, it needs to be changed very quickly. And so that's why I wanted to make this custom ban list. But it's mostly just because I'm not satisfied with the current format. I haven't been satisfied with it in a long time. Like, the best format I can think of in a while was probably, like, the format where Rabbit, Inzector, and Wineup were dominant. And then maybe the Mermail format, where Mermails was best deck, but there was a lot of other stuff like scrambling for power right before Dragon Rulers came out. I like that format because other decks had a chance, You had Karakuris and all of this different stuff that was explosive and fun to play, and it could top because it was strong decks, and Mermails was not god tier. It was just a very solid deck. So, yeah, I haven't been satisfied with the competitive scene in a long time. Not really competitive scene, just the ban list in general. And, if you look at a scene like Pokemon, which is the scene I came from, actually. If you guys want to see that, you can go look at my videos a long time ago. I did, Let's Plays, and then I did Pokemon narrations, and that was fun. I liked it at the time. I kind of moved out of that because no one liked me narrating them, and I sort of became more interested in Yugioh. I still play a little Pokemon, though, but that's beside the point. The thing to take away from it is the Pokemon competitive scene is completely fan-made. Game Freak does not create, tiers or banned Pokemon or anything. Smogon, being the main authority, has said, okay, these Pokemon are this powerful, so you can use them and all the other ones. Then these Pokemon are this powerful, so you can't use stuff more powerful than them. And then these are uber tier, they're too good, so you can only use them if you play the special type of tier. So, it's all fan-made. The company had nothing to do with it, and that's mostly because Pokemon, I've talked about, of course, the games, the battling, not the card game, but that's because once they've sold you the game, they're done. They don't want anything else, and that's what I wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Would move towards, because of the advent of Dueling Network and Yugioh Pro and that sort of stuff. Because we don't need to continue sort of playing the game Konami wants to play, which is a game based around selling more cards. We can play a game that's based around the game itself, which is, what I was talking about, what Pokemon was based off of. So that's what I'd like to move towards. Since we have DN and Yugioh Pro, we really don't have to care. Honestly, I remember we were streaming a while back, like 2 weeks ago, it says on my channel. I put out a video. Barely any people saw it because it was really short notice. But I was like, okay, I'm going to live stream, me testing out the custom ban list with a few friends and some other people who just wanted to play and were on the live stream. And someone was saying, like, you don't get that much for winning Konami events. Like, you get perks, but really, would you rather get, whatever Konami's giving you, which they don't give you that much. There aren't any huge cash prizes because Konami wants to cater to a younger audience. So, you don't get that much for winning. So wouldn't you rather have a better competitive scene and maybe have like dueling network tournaments and that are actually, they have like cash prizes and that sort of stuff? Because there have been tournaments like that. Not 100% sure about the logistics of it. So, I mean, there might be some horrible flaw in it that we're not allowed to do cash prizes because Konami doesn't like people being good at Yu-Gi-Oh! But you never know. It's at least worth a try, is what I say. And this is coming from someone with no research. So be sure to call me out in the comments. Love when people do that. But at least it would be destroying my hopes and dreams rather than me building up all of them and then them come crashing down on me. Destroy them while they're small. But yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to talk about. I've been rambling a lot, 6 minutes long video for me to say one thing, and I haven't even gotten to it yet. And that is, I want you to go and do this survey. It's in the description. It's really short. It's like 7 questions, less than 10 at least. I'm not sure. A few of them are open-ended. Some of them are like multiple choice, where you can just pick an option. And it's a survey about the format and, past formats, not really, but sort of. Like where you'd like to see the format go, where you want it to move away from, all this different stuff. So I'd like you to go and look at that survey in the description and just do it, please. I know I have a large user base, quite a few people should see this video, hopefully. I mean, as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes, a lot of people like to see my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And so that's what I'm primarily focused around. So why wouldn't you have time to go look at this survey? I mean, hopefully you've got time. It's really quick, guys. Just go and do it. It could better the competitive scene. And because everyone who was previously working with me on the ban list is kind of fizzled out. I was working on with AK Ricky Paris, who, because he works as a hitman during the night, I don't usually see him for like weeks on end. And Fat Mexican, I don't know. He has different names on stuff. I think on DN it's just Fat Mexican. He, I'm in contact with him regularly. I know him IRL, brah. But I haven't seen him for a little while, and he's not exactly dependable as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes. He's much more into League of Legends right now, and then plays Yu-Gi-Oh on the side. But, yeah, so I'm really the only one who's sort of passionately working on this ban list. If anyone wants to help me with it, honestly, that would be really cool. I could give you the ban list. You know what? Why not? I'll give everyone a link to the Google Doc of the ban list right now. Only myself and AK Ricky Paris can edit it, but you can look at it if you have the link. So, yeah, just go look at that Google Doc, and that would be good, because then, you'll get an idea of what we're moving towards. Some of the stuff we're just testing right now, so there are some radical changes that you might not agree with, but still testing. If anyone wants to follow the ban list we have right now, give me feedback on it, test it with me, just comment, okay? Or message me on DN about this ban list, because, I get a lot of messages on DN, actually. I feel like a celebrity when I go on there, because, I get a few messages, and people are like, hey, man, I love your vids, man, bro, son. And that's really cool. That's one of the main reasons I'm doing this right now, and I'm still into Yu-Gi-Oh, is that people really like my content. And the overwhelming positive feedback I get when I go on some like Dueling Network, and I can actually interact with my fans, and the fact that I actually have fans, that's incredible for me. But yeah, this video has moved way past the original intent, so I'm just going to leave you guys, make it less than, actually, it just hit over 10 minutes, so sorry about that. Make it less than 11 minutes long, so go check out my survey, go look at the ban list, comment down below if there's anything you can't fit in the survey, like I don't ask a specific question and you want to answer it. Any comments you have about the ban list you can put down below. And, of course, anything relating to the survey, just put in the survey and I'll look at it. So, yep, thank you guys for watching. Please check out my survey. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's it, guys. Bye.